A very beautiful day to you wherever you are watching us. Welcome to Total Webbing on EKTV Channel 41, transmitting from local right here in Ado Ekiti. You can also watch us live on Startan Channel 113. My name is Esther Olayinka. Welcome in another edition of this program, Total Webbing. Total Webbing is a program designed and packaged to inform and enlighten you more on the kind of food or fruits you can take for your body to be fit and healthy. We also treat some health-related issues. Today's topic is breastfeeding. I'm not alone on this program for today. From my right hand side, I have Dr. Mrs. Omotoye from Federal Teaching Hospital, Ado Ekiti. You're welcome on the program.
Thank you.
And I also have Mrs. Tolu Akitomide from Ekiti State Teaching Hospital. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Let me begin from Dr. Mrs. Olatoye. Based on the topic for this year, breastfeeding is closing the gap and then breastfeeding support for all. What can you say about that?
Thank you very much, ma'am. So we are here to say that support for breastfeeding is a collective responsibility for all, not only for mothers alone. We want our fathers in the house to support our mothers to breastfeed very well. We want the family members to support the mother-in-law on both sides to support mothers to breastfeed very well. We want our people in the offices to support breastfeeding mothers very well, to encourage them to breastfeed. Some are really hostile in their places of work to breastfeed. They are not being supported by their bosses. So we are encouraging support from all angles. Even government policies should help to support breastfeeding. We appreciate the government of Ekiti State now because they have given, and even the federal government, they have given mothers 6 months maternity leave, and they have even given fathers 2 weeks too as a paternity leave to support. The 2 weeks, let it be noted, is to support the mothers so that they're able to breastfeed very well. So everybody must join hands together to support these mothers to breastfeed very well. We still see the reasons for that because breastfeeding has a lot of importance, a lot of health benefits for the child, for the mother, for the society at large. So we'll still discuss that. Thank you.
Okay, so my question is this. We talk about breastfeeding. What is breastfeeding?
And breastfeeding is a process of baby milk from mother. So what we're saying about a breastfeeding is a process of giving our baby milk from the mother. And this act is natural, and when it is natural produce, is an act that gives an optimal nutrition to our baby. You can say during the definition, we say that from the mother, and that one shows that animal can have his own, and a mother is from his mother. And this one we are talking about an human being, a human milk given to his own kind of his milk. So that is what we refer to as a breastfeeding. And when you breastfeed like that, the breastfeeding should be exclusively breastfed. What I mean is that because we can say that an act is performed by breastfeeding, by giving a baby milk, it should be exclusively. That means that without adding another water, you are not giving your baby water, you are not giving infant formula, you are not giving concoction that people call agbo. So when all these things when it is free from breastfeeding, that is why I can say that that person has exclusively breastfeed a baby, and with that one make it to have it that such act give an optimal nutrition. So, and this optimal nutrition shows that in breastfeeding composition it should contain, because it's rich in carbohydrate, vitamins and minerals. And when we are given this composition, we should know that this milk divided into two sections. We have fore milk and high milk, And the first one, when we are giving in the composition, water is part of the nutrients that are present in the milk. And it shows that when we define, we say that the breastfeeding should be without water when it is exclusively being breastfed. So when it is free from water, water is present in the milk and is contained at least up to between 60 to 70% of the milk. So baby should not be given water when you are breastfeeding, giving your baby milk. You don't need to add water to
because
it.
water is already present in the
In the milk. So water is there, so you don't need to add another water. So the second part of the milk, which is the eye milk, is one that is contain fat. So this fat contain, we have now different variations of nutrient, which is carbohydrate. It contain fat, and the fat is very high. It's contain, you have protein, milk contain protein, you have whey and casein, and that is the first part that we said that we first consume. And the deep one is the one that rich in, we said that it contain fats and it contain vitamins, that is vitamin A, B, E, and K, and it contains very good source of B vitamins. And these vitamins are essential for the growth of our baby. And at the same time, if these nutrients is not present in our in the milk, so that will show that our baby will not be able to gain enough of one. The breastfeeding is not optimal.
Okay, so let me go to Dr. Mrs. Omotoye. I want to ask about the importance about this breastfeeding, but before then, I want you to chip in something, like all these things that we are talking about, the nutrients that she have just mentioned. Is it present in every breastfeeding, or maybe certain, maybe we from this part of the country now? That's what I'm talking about. Maybe when a white person breastfeed, is it different from when an African woman breastfeed?
There is no racial difference in breast milk.
Okay.
Breast milk is breast milk.
Okay.
Breast milk is a complete food. It contains virtually all the nutrients that the child needs for survival and for growth for that period of time that the child is taking. So it is the same, and it's not even different in sizes. Either you have a big breast or you have a small breast. Breast milk is breast milk. Breast milk will surely be produced.
They are pumping out the same thing.
Pumping out the same thing. So what the mother eats also may affect the quantity.
And we are still going to talk about what the mother eats, but I want you to talk about how good it is. This breastfeeding we are talking about.
The benefits
to the child.
Okay. We have benefits of breast milk to the child. Breastfeeding, I want to start with the early initiation of breastfeeding. Now, early initiation of breastfeeding means giving the child breast milk at the first 1 hour of birth, according to the WHO standard. So once a child is given birth to, the mother must put the baby to breast almost immediately, within the first 1 hour of birth. There are so many benefits of doing this. Number one, the child will have access to colostrum. This colostrum is the first yellowish milk that comes out of the breast. Some people may say they should express it and throw it away, that is dirty. No, it is not dirty. This breast is very, very good for the child. In fact, it's the first immunization that the child needs. Very, very good. Number one, it has a lot of white cells. It has a lot of antibodies that produce immunity and protect against infectious diseases. It helps to clear meconium, that is the first black stool that the child passes, the black feces that the child passes. It helps to clear it, and it prevents neonatal jaundice. You see, there is a high rate of neonatal jaundice in most of our neonates, the newly born. So to avoid this, the mother should put the baby to breast for the first 1 hour of birth, so that you can access that colostrum. And it has a lot of vitamin A. The yellowish color shows that it's vitamin A rich. So vitamin A will help to protect the eyes of the child and also build immunity in the child to prevent diseases of different kinds. Then let's now go to other things. If you put the baby to breast, there are other things that you can gain from that. Number two, apart from accessing the colostrum, is that it helps to expel the placenta. That is, it prevents delayed retained placenta. Some people may give birth and they'll be expecting the placenta to come out. It may not come out on time. This could have been avoided if the baby had been put to breast. It will help the uterus to contract and expel the placenta. Then, apart from that, it reduces neonatal hypoglycemia, that is low blood glucose in the child. If the child is given birth to, the child is not breastfed, the child does not have enough energy. And for a long time, some people may not even breastfeed the child, they just do the child like that. We have met somebody like that in the hospital that gave birth to a child around 5 a.m. and up to around 11 a.m. she has not breastfed the child, and she brought the child to.
And it was a normal delivery.
Normal delivery. She brought the child herself. She thought she was strong. Brought the child herself to the hospital for immunization, to collect BCG. And up to that time, she has not even breastfed the child. We have to encourage her to put the baby to the breast so that the baby will not go hypoglycemia. So this is very important, giving the baby breast milk early enough. Then let's go to exclusive breastfeeding. Exclusive breastfeeding, like my partner has said, is for good 6 months without giving the child any other food. Only breast milk, no concoction, no agbo, no herbal mixture, no other food, no water, nothing. Only the breast milk is sufficient for the child. Now, what is the benefit of this to the child? Number one, it helps the child to develop very well. It helps in the brain development of the child. It helps the child to be well developed and to even be brilliant by the time the child starts going to school. Very, very brilliant in the school. Then another thing is that it helps the child to protect the child against infection, against different kinds of diseases, and also to prevent long-term chronic diseases. Some of these children, if they are not well breastfed and they are given animal food or given infant formula, by the time they get to their teen ages, 13, 14, 16, they may be developing all these long-term illnesses, chronic illness like diabetes, hypertension, like that, which is not good for children. So it helps to prevent all those stuff. Then it can even help the child. The child will not have teething problem. By the time the child is bringing out, it's going to be very easy for the child. Imagine using feed. That's why we discourage the use of feeding bottle. If you use feeding bottle for a child, the feeding bottle will be pressing the gums of the child. The gums where the teeth will come out from are very succulent. When you are using feeding bottle, it will be pressing the gums and making the surface hard. By the time teeth is about to come out, it will be a little difficult for the teeth to protrude out. But if it is the nipple of the breast that the child is suckling, that is the child is suckling from, then it will be very soft on the gums, so it will not harden the surfaces of the gum. By the time the teeth is coming out, it's going to be very easy for the teeth to come out. So these are some of the benefits to the child. It will help the child to grow well. Then apart from that, for the mother too, that's benefits for the mother. The mother, it will help the mother to have a good health. Protect the health of the mother. Number two, it will help the mother to space the child, that is, to delay new pregnancy. It serves as family planning for the mother. Then it prevents risk of ovarian cancer, breast cancer, and all forms of diseases. Then it helps the mother to reduce postpartum hemorrhage, that is, bleeding after delivery will be reduced in the mother. Then aside that, it's also help the uterus, the womb of the mother, to return to its pre-pregnancy position. That is, the state at which the uterus was, the womb was, before the mother got pregnant. The uterus return to. That's why we see most mothers, when they finish after delivery, the tummy will still be as if there's another baby there. The thing will be so huge and still protruded. But if the uterus had returned on time, then it will help the tummy to go down fast. It's not about using water, putting clothes inside hot water and using it to mop the stomach that will make the stomach to go down. It's about the uterus returning to its pregnancy position. So these are some of the advantages to the mother, to the baby. Then it is less costly.
Less costly.
You don't need to buy it.
You are not buying it. It's free.
You don't need to cook it. It's at a very good temperature, normal temperature for the child. So it doesn't need
so nǹkan tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ni fífọ́mọ lọ́yàn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Mo máa fẹ́ kí ẹ bá mi ṣàlàyé àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé iṣẹ́ wọn ó ń mú ìdíwọ́ fún wọn láti fọ́mọ lọ́yàn. Kí ni àwọn nǹkan tí ẹ rò pé wọ́n lè ṣe?
Àwọn tí ó jẹ́ wípé tá bá ní ká fún ọmọ lọ́yàn bí iṣẹ́ wa ṣe gbà ní ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà, a sì lè fún ọmọ lọ́yàn náà fún oṣù 6 gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí àjọ wa ṣe àlàyé ní àkọ́kọ́. Ó ní wípé wọ́n ti fi ìjọba ti fi rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn láti wípé ká fún ọmọ wa ní omi ọmú fún oṣù 6 láláì má fi kọ̀ọ̀kan sínú. No matter iṣẹ́ tí a bá ń ṣe, bóyá à ń ṣe iṣẹ́ ìjọba ni o, à ń ṣe iṣẹ́ àdáni ni o, àbí àbí oníṣòwò ni wá, gbogbo ọ̀nà la fi gbọ́dọ̀ rí wípé a fún àwọn ọmọ wa ní omi ọmú. Báwo la ṣe wá lè fún wọn ní omi ọmú? A ti rí pé wọ́n ti fún wa ní, bóyá àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìjọba wọ́n ti fún wọn ní pé kí wọ́n ní àyè ìsinmi fún oṣù 6. Bóyá àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ àdáni lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà tí wọ́n sì lè jẹ́ bóyá bí oṣù 3 sí 4, ṣùgbọ́n a túbọ̀ gba kí àwọn ìjọba wa ìyẹn láti federal kán lè create policy láti pé kó lè wà fún àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ àdáni, bóyá wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó jẹ́ pé private firms ni wọ́n, káwọn náà lè ní àǹfààní sí wípé káwọn náà lè máa gba àyè ìsinmi oṣù 6 nígbà tí wọ́n bá bí ọmọ, láti rí pé kán lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè practice nǹkan tá à ń pè ní fífún ọmọ lọ́yàn fún oṣù 6 láláì má fi nǹkan sí. Ṣùgbọ́n tí àbá ìdẹ̀ tí ò wà ní àsìkò bí eléyìí, a gbọ́dọ̀ prepare ara wa láti wípé mo ti ní ọkàn wípé mo fẹ́ fún ọmọ mi ní ọmú fún oṣù 6. Bí a ṣe lè ṣe ni wípé a lè nígbà tí fún the first 3 months tá bá wà nílé, ẹ jẹ́ ká make sure pé a fún ọmọ yẹn completely ní omi ọmú. Tó bá ti wá tó time láti pé bóyá àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ àdáni sìn àbí tó ń ṣe ìṣòwò tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti ń wo time láti pé kán padà sí ibi tí wọ́n ti ń ṣiṣẹ́, a rí pé irú ìgbà yẹn kán tó di kí oṣù 3 yẹn tàbí kí oṣù 4 yẹn tó pé, a lè ṣe nǹkan tá à ń pè ní bring let down. Ìyẹn ni wípé a lè fún omi ọmú yẹn ká fún sílẹ̀, tá bá dẹ̀ fún sílẹ̀ a lè fún ọmọ. Instead tó yẹ pé a ṣẹ̀ lọ máa ra oúnjẹ inú agolo láti fún wọn, ẹ yẹ ká realize pé as at that period a lè fún omi ọmú yẹn ká fi sílẹ̀. Báwo la ṣe wá lè fún omi ọmú yìí? A ní àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe pé bóyá a ṣẹ̀ lọ máa wá breast pump tá ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ rà, àbí a ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ ra àwọn àṣẹfẹ́ tó ajogbájọ. Nǹkan ta nílò kò ju wípé bóyá ká wá ike gósì. A ti lo ike gósì ní ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà tàti rí pé kò contaminate pẹ̀lú milk omi ọmú sanfún sínú ẹ̀. So tá bá ti ní ike gósì yìí tàbí plastic materials tó jẹ́ wípé kò lè react mọ́ nǹkan tá bá fún sínú ẹ̀. A nílò cup tó jẹ́ kékeré, a dẹ̀ ní cup tó nílò nílá. So kí la máa wá ṣe tá bá ti jí, bóyá kò tètè lọ sí ibi iṣẹ́ tó dẹ̀ máa resume ibi iṣẹ́ ní bóyá bí aago 7 àbí sí aago 8, irúfẹ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ á fi at least wákàtí kan 1 hour tó láti pé kó fi kún jíjí ẹ̀, nítorí pé kó lè prepare ara ẹ̀. Kí ló dẹ̀ máa kọ́ ṣe? Irúfẹ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ti lè jẹun, tó bá dẹ̀ jẹun kó wẹ̀, moment tó bá ti wẹ̀ ó dé kó ṣe kí ni o, kó fún omi ọmú yẹn kó fún sílẹ̀. Gbà tó bá ti lè press ẹ̀, tó bá ti rí pé ó kún, a dẹ̀ ti máa ń sọ pé ní gbogbo òru kó try as much as possible kó fún ọmọ yẹn ní omi ọmú, nítorí pé òru ni nǹkan tá à ń pè ní prolactin tó máa help láti pé kí milk kó lè pọ̀, òru ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa sí. So irúfẹ́ ìyá bẹ́ẹ̀ ó láti make sure pé irú òru yẹn òun fún ọmọ yẹn ní omi ọmú tó pọ̀ dáadáa. So nígbà tó bá dẹ̀ ti fún ní omi ọmú yẹn, asabitira early in the morning ó máa jẹ́ kí ó lè lactate dáadáa. So by the time tó bá omi milk yẹn á ti kún sínú ẹ̀, so tó bá dẹ̀ ti press ẹ̀ down, ó máa press ẹ̀ sínú bíi cup. So inú cup tó press ẹ̀ sí yẹn, ó wá dà sínú ike tá a pè ní bóyá bíi gosi bottle or any plastic material tàbá ti rí pé ó wà òkè. But kò wá ní da milk ìyẹn breast milk tó ti fún sínú cup, kò ní dà sínú bottle bígbà tó ṣí tap, ó máa slant bottle yẹn, ó máa dà sínú ẹ̀. Because tó bá dà sínú bí milk yẹn bó ṣe gba omi ọmú yẹn tòrò sínú cup, tó bá wá dà bígbà tá a ṣí tap sí inú ike, ó lè contaminate or kó break some of the nutrients tó wà nínú ẹ̀. So ó better ká slant bottle wa yẹn ká wá dà sínú ẹ̀, ká wá gbé sílẹ̀. Milk yìí bó ṣe wà fúnra rẹ̀, ó lè dúró títí di alẹ́, títí di aago ìgbà tí irúfẹ́ ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ máa fi padà dé láti ibi iṣẹ́. The only thing tó kàn máa wá ṣe ni wípé èèyàn tó máa gbé ọmọ yẹn sí tí irúfẹ́ ẹni bó ti gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́, because hygiene is very important. Irúfẹ́ ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ó gbọ́dọ̀ make sure pé òun ṣan ọwọ́ òun, àwọn cup tó fẹ́ lò, spoon tó fẹ́ lò, kó make sure pé òun fọ̀, òun dẹ̀ sterilize ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ni wípé wọ́n lè máa fún or kó lo cup yẹn directly láti pé kó rọra máa fi sí ẹnu ọmọ yẹn. So ọmọ yẹn máa wá lè mu omi ọmú yẹn directly bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Another one tá tún lè ṣe ni pé bóyá ká ní crèche, nǹkan táwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní crèche bí tá à ń gbé ọmọ sí tó wà níbi iṣẹ́, káwọn tó jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ àdáni wọ̀nyẹn kán realize, kán try as much as possible pé wọ́n nìkan ibi tá à ń gbé ọmọ sí táwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní crèche kó wà ní ibi tán wà. So irúfẹ́ ìyá bẹ́ẹ̀ ó máa lè lọ láti lọ wo ọmọ ẹ̀ as at that period, ó máa gbọ́dọ̀ tún lè breastfeed irúfẹ́ ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀. So that various irú àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ pé a lè lò instead tá máa fi sọ pé torí pé kò sí time àbí torí kò sí àkókò la ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ ní ọyàn.
Irúfẹ́ oúnjẹ wo nìyẹn lè jẹ tí á jẹ́ kí kó lactate, kí omi ọmú yẹn ó lè òkúta?
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ mo fẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé kì í ṣe oúnjẹ nìkan ló máa ń jẹ́ kí ìyá kí omi ọmú kó lè sun jáde dáadáa. Ohun àkọ́kọ́ tó máa ń jẹ́ kí omi ọmú kó sun dáadáa òun ni tí à ń pè ní suckling reflex. Ìyẹn ni wípé kí ọmọ kó fi ẹnu mú orí ọmú. Tí wọ́n bá ti fi ẹnu mú orí ọmú yẹn, a pè ní proper attachment of the baby to the breast. Ìyẹn ni wípé tí ọmọ bá fẹ́ mu ọmú, ká ti gbé ọmọ súnmọ́ ọmú, kì í ṣe pé ká gbé ọmú súnmọ́ ọmọ. A ní láti jókòó dáadáa, ká fẹ̀yìntì, ká gbé ọmọ yẹn súnmọ́ ọmú, kí orí ọmọ kó wà nírú ibi elbow joint yìí, ọwọ́ yẹn kó wà nídìí ọmọ, ká fi sún ọmọ sí àyà. So tọ́mọ yẹn bá ti ń súnmọ́ àyà, á ti la ẹnu ọmọ ní láti là láti pé òun fẹ́ mu ọmú. Lẹ́tọ́ wọn bá ti wá fẹ́ ẹnu mú orí ọmú, ó ní láti fẹ́ ẹnu mú ibi dúdú orí ọmú yẹn. Tó bá ti lè fẹ́ ẹnu mú tí ń ṣe ṣóṣó orí ọmú nìkan ló mu, á rí ọmú fà. Tó bá ti fẹ́ ẹnu mú dúdú orí ọmú yẹn, ibẹ̀ yẹn gan ni suckling reflex yẹn wà. Tó bá ti fẹ́ ẹnu mú báyìí, ó máa ránṣẹ́ sí ọpọlọ wípé ọpọlọ ní láti mú kí omi ọmú kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣàn. So ọpọlọ nǹkan kan tí à ń pè ní prolactin tí wọ́n sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn látòmù, ó máa wà secreted, ó máa wá jẹ́ kí ọmú yẹn kó máa sun nínú omi ọmú. So kì í ṣe ògì tàbí omi tàbí fruit nìkan ló ń fa pé kí omi ọmú kó sun. Nǹkan gangan tó ń fa pé kó tètè kí omi ọmú yẹn kó wà produce òun nìyẹn. Pé tí ọmọ bá ti gbé ọmọ sí ọmú dáadáa, tọmọ fẹnu mú orí ọmú, mẹ́sẹ̀jì yẹn á lọ sí ọpọlọ, á sì jẹ́ kí ọmú kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jáde ní ẹnu ọmọ. Then a ní láti jẹun dáadáa, torí tá a bá jẹ náà ni ó máa fọ́ọ̀mù ọmú yẹn, àwọn nutrient tó máa wà nínú ọmú. kò sí nǹkan tí ìyá ọlọ́mọ ò lè jẹ, wọ́n láti jẹun dáadáa. In fact, ìyá ọlọ́mọ a máa ń gbà wọ́n níyànjú láti jẹ oúnjẹ méjì lé nǹkan tó máa ń jẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ 2 extra plates. Tó bá ti ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ ó fi méjì kún so that a lè ní agbára láti breastfeed dáadáa. Àgbẹ̀ ẹlòmíì tó bá breastfeed tán báyìí tó fọ́mọ lọ́mú tán òyì gan lè máa kó tó bá ṣọmọ tó ń mu ọmú dáadáa láyà ẹ̀. So irú yẹn má bàa ṣẹlẹ̀, kí ìyá yẹn kó máa jẹun dáadáa. Kò sí nǹkan a lè jẹ bá àmàlà mọ́ínmọ́ín gbogbo oúnjẹ all the 6 classes of food, gbogbo ìpele àwọn oúnjẹ sáà ní oúnjẹ tó ń fúnni lágbára, oúnjẹ tó ń fúnni lẹ́jẹ̀, tó ń fúnni tó ń kéèyàn dàgbà, èyí tó ń fúnni ní tó ń jẹ́ kí eegun ọmọ kó strong, gbogbo wọ̀nyẹn calcium, gbogbo àwọn micronutrients wọ̀nyẹn gbọ́dọ̀ wà nínú oúnjẹ tí a fẹ́ jẹ, torí pé gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ló máa wà nínú omi ọmú yẹn tó máa ran ọmọ lọ́wọ́ láti pé kó lè dàgbà. Á dẹ̀ máa jẹ ẹ̀fọ́ àti èso dáadáa tó máa ran ọmọ yẹn lọ́wọ́ láti pé kó lè dàgbà.
All right. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things there. That's how far we can go on the program for today. Oh, do you have advice?
Yes, the advice I have is that this week, like I said earlier, is for creating awareness of breastfeeding. I want to encourage all mothers out there to be encouraged to breastfeed their children, to put the baby to breast in the first 1 hour birth, and also to breastfeed their children exclusively for the first 6 months without adding water, no other food apart from breast milk, and to continue breastfeeding till 2 years. At 6 months,
2 years.
Yes, at 6 months you
when
can start adding.
The child has started running.
Yes, you have to breastfeed to 2 years and beyond, or beyond if you can. Remember in those days, if you go to work, you come back, or maybe the child goes to school, you come back and come and suckle again. So let's return to that, so that these children, they will have more nutrients from the breast milk and they will be healthy, so that we have a healthy Ekiti State, a healthy nation. So when we have healthy children, we have healthy nation, healthy states. Thank you.
Your advice?
My advice for the people at home is that let's try as much as possible, especially to our fathers, to the husband at home. Let's give a supportive effect for our mother. A mother cannot breastfeed alone exclusively and practice it. Our father at home should try as much as possible to help our mother, to give a support, even to the elder one. So when the mother is breastfeeding, the father can help her to do other chores. Even at that, when the mother is happy, your baby will be happy, and you yourself will be happy. And when we are all happy, the state will be happy, and the whole nation will be happy.
All right. You've heard it all. Breastfeeding is good for the child, especially it produces adequate diet for the child pending the time the child will start eating a swallow meal. So we encourage our mothers out there to practice breastfeeding from 0 day to 2 years. All right, that's how far we can go. We want to appreciate our guests for coming on this program. We have Dr. Mrs. Omotoye from Federal Teaching Hospital, Ido Ekiti. Thanks for coming. And we have Mrs. Tolu Akitomide from Ekiti State Teaching Hospital. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
I still remain your host, Estella. You can say health is wealth. Take care of yourself and bye for now.